That's okay. I'd like to welcome everyone to Baltimore. I'm John Curran. I'm the president and CEO of ARIN, and welcome to our ARIN 34 meeting here. I'd like to call the meeting to order and with some brief announcements, and we'll get started. We have a very full agenda, a lot of good policy discussions. So first, want to introduce the Board of Trustees is here at the ARIN meeting. That includes our treasurer, Paul Anderson, Vince Cerf, our chairman, myself, the president and CEO, Timothy Denton, who's, where are you, Tim? Out there in the audience somewhere. Tim Denton, our secretary, Aaron Hughes, I see Aaron, Bill Sandiford, over there, and Bill Woodcock, also over there. We also have in attendance our advisory council, including Chairman John Sweeting, Vice Chair Dan Alexander, and the rest of you stand up. See how easy that is? The advisory council is the one that shapes the policy development process. They're the ones who actually work with the community to help get the policy proposals through the process, make edits as required, and we couldn't live without them. Your policy process is led by this team. We also have the NRO Number Council. The NRO Number Council is 3 representatives from the region, and these 3 representatives work with their counterparts from the 4 other regions in order to work on global policy within the ICANN structure. And so we have Ron DeSilva. Where's Ron? Yep, Ron. Louis Lee, who's the chair of the NRO Number Council, what you also know as the ASOAC, and Jason Schiller. Very good. We have quite a few RIR colleagues here from Afrinic. We have Ernest and Mukum. Where are you folks? Raise your hand. There you go. 1 and 2. From LACNIC, Giannina, and Diego. Yes, very good. From RIPE, we have Nigel. I didn't see you, Nigel. Nigel, Kava, Ingrid, Andrew, Axel, and Paul Rendek. Where are you all? Our RIPE counterparts. Oh, look at that all together. From APNIC, Mr. Jeff Houston, where are you? There you are. Sienna Perry and Pablo. Yes, yes, and yes. Very good. Okay, the management team of ARIN is here. Myself, obviously. Nate Davis, our COO. Where are you, Nate? Nate, yep. Kathy Handley, our Executive Director of Government Affairs. Richard Jimerson, our CIO. Aaron Allagood, HR and Administration, in back. Susan Hamlin, who runs the meeting. Thank you, Susan, for putting this together. A little bit of applause for Susan. Without her, we would not have these wonderful meetings. Mark Costers, who runs engineering. Mark, hiding in the back. Leslie Nobile, who runs the Registration Services Department, over here. And Val Winkleman, who handles FSD, our financial people. Okay, so we also have here the ARIN 34 fellowship recipients. And so the fellowship provides them with sponsorship to the meeting and travel so that they can come, get information about ARIN, bring it back to their region. So from Canada, we have Adam Thompson. Adam, are you here? Very nice, thank you. And Bill Dart is the mentor for Adam. From the US, Terry Hoke from Sierra Tel Internet. Yes, and Tina is the mentor. And then also from the US, George Lyle. Where's George? Where are you? And Owen is George's mentor. We don't have a Caribbean person. Sometimes the logistics of getting to an ARIN meeting can be interesting, including permits, passports, etc., such as. Postel Network Operations Scholar. Working with NANOG, we actually jointly do the Postel Network Operations Scholar. Mukum from Afrinic, Mukum, yes, is our Network Operations Scholar. Kevin Bloomberg is his mentor. NANOG has an Operator of Tomorrow program. Carlos Watson is the recipient this time, should be here somewhere. And Operator of Tomorrow, Ayodeji, thank you, with Scott Librand as his mentor, are also all here. I'd like to welcome all the first-timers. We have first-timers. They met the staff and some of the representatives at the breakfast this morning. And we now have a prize drawing for the first-timers. Mr. Sweeting, if you could pass me the tray. If I could have Owen DeLong Yes, Owen, it's always Owen. Owen, you sit on the aisle, so it's easy to pick you. If you will draw from the First Timers Breakfast Survey, this person will get a USB external battery pack. Very nice. Thank you, Owen. And the winner is Bonnie Lara. Bonnie, are you here? Yes, very good. Find me afterwards. We'll get you your battery pack. Thank you for filling out your survey. Okay, so we now will welcome the remote participants. People should remember it's not just this room, it's the people out in the audience who are attending remotely. They have a webcast, live transcript. They download the same meeting materials. They can participate in the show of hands and ask questions through the chat room. Wi-Fi info. There's a few Wi-Fi networks out there. Choose the one you like. ARIN, Nanog ARIN PSK WPK2, 5 gigahertz one. We have an enterprise one with an 802.1 certificate. The passwords for most of these are Nanog. The username, if you have one that has a username password combination, is Nanog62. If you have any questions, you can send nanogeng@nanog.org. We share, obviously, the network infrastructure. Since we're all meeting together, it saves us all a lot of time. Attendance stats. We have 187 attendees from the US, 8 from Canada, 18 remote participants registered, and 30 from outside the ARIN region. I'd like to thank our sponsors. Network sponsor, Comcast. Thank you. Our webcast sponsor, Google. And Server Hub and Eonix? Oh, Eonix. For the break sponsor for today. At this point, I think Tony is supposed to come up. Yes? Should I have Tony up now, thanking our sponsor? Tony, come on up. I have to do an intro for Tony, which is pretty easy. Tony worked for BBN and GT Internetworking, actually under me long ago. Went on to Genuity and Level 3. In 2005, he went on to Comcast. He's a distinguished engineer there, and he's representing our sponsor, Comcast, so I'll turn it over to Tony. Tony, thank you.
Thanks a lot, and welcome everyone to Baltimore. In thinking about reflecting on what it took to get the network in here today, about 6.5 years ago, we provided connectivity and sponsorship for an ITF meeting. V4 and V6 had to talk to a guy to get fiber linked up to across the city, you know, get V6 into the metro network, get interconnection V6 going, you know, a lot of work, very complicated. And since then, we've done a number of different conferences that I've been part of, and this one's just super easy, you know, BGP, V4, V6. You know, I don't even have to get involved. I just tell them, you know, the hotel's here. Do you have fiber into it? We've got fiber all over the place. It's, you know, it's getting easier, which is good news, and we're very happy to do it. So, thanks a lot.
Thank you, Tony. Wonderful. Okay, we have a couple of things to remind you of. ARIN t-shirts. Turn in your ticket in the afternoon break and get your ARIN t-shirt. Rules and reminders. The chair will moderate the discussions of draft policy so everyone can speak and be heard. State your name and affiliation clearly each time you're at the mic. Comply with the courtesies that are in your program guide. You have a discussion guide. You can find the rules and courtesies in the guide. Today's agenda is fairly full. We have IPv6 IAB IETF activities report. We have a policy implementation and experience report. We have the AC on docket proposals report. We have an IANA stewardship transition planning process discussion. We have board and AC election procedures and election and candidate speeches. We have a software development update. In addition, we have a large number of policies to discuss, including draft policy ARIN 2014-9, recommended draft policy 2014-9, and ARIN draft policies 2014-6, 15, 14, 20, 1, 16, 2014-17, 2014-18, and 2014-19. we have a very full day, okay? So we're going to be moving most expeditiously. Tonight, social at the Baltimore Museum of Industry, buffet dinner, open bar, walk the museum. Buses will leave at 8:30, 8:45, and 7 o'clock. Remote shuttles will start coming back at 8 p.m. Bring your name badge, very important. Okay, at the head table, same people as I said before, John Sweeting, our AC chair, ARIN chair, Vince Cerf, Paul Alexander. Sorry, I'm blurring people together. Paul Anderson, Daniel Alexander, Andrew Dull. It's amazing. I can have their names in front of me and I still can't remember it. So let's move right ahead. I'm gonna